everyone. Great to be here. As you heard, I'm Tarmo Pajunen from Cybercom Group. I work as a business advisor, technology advisor. I work with Nordic companies to start or develop their IoT business. And my title today is IoT 2.0, from incremental improvement to business transformation. And I'm happy to kick off the Disrupt or Be Disrupted series of talks here today. I was thinking that what I want to tell you about here today, and I decided the topic of IoT 2.0. Actually, that's something I made up. I heard some people use the term IoT 2.0, but I will define it here today as I see it, and I think that this is a really interesting point in IoT maturity when businesses are developing or starting their IoT business. So this is insights and examples of a lot of different cases. This is not one particular case, but things that we have learned when we work with these Nordic companies. So I'm going to tell you that, in my opinion, what defines IoT 2.0 versus IoT 1.0. Is it something for you? Does it concern you? Is it something to reach? What are the benefits of going further with this IoT development? And of course, a few things about the challenges, the hurdles to upgrading the IoT, and some ways, some tools that we use to overcome these challenges to really upgrade your IoT. So let's go into the definition. Some people think that IoT 1.0 is the IoT. It's about smart products that you connect. It's about connected products, improving your current set of services and products. So it's about improving, starting where you are, maybe where you have been for the past 100 years. We have companies who make sewing machines, and they've been doing them for 100 years, and now they are in IoT. They are connecting, they're making smart products. So it's about product innovation, what this product can do better by connecting it to cloud. But that's not all that IoT can offer. I'm talking to you today about IoT 2.0, and I see that as the next step further to something that was not possible before. It's about the battle, the competition comes between platforms, between ecosystems, between data, who can manage that. It's about emphasizing more, not the physical world, but actually emphasizing the digital world and the things you can offer in there. It's not about improving your old things, it's about creating something new. It's about business innovation, who can build the business models to support that digital world. The old business models are not enough that are built for the physical world. It's not about protecting your business, protecting your data. It's about collaboration. It's about open systems and knowing your place in the digital value chain, how you can provide the most value with your data and with your partners' data to your customers. And of course, these values, these are the disruptive values of IoT 2.0. So 1.0 is about making your current situation better, your current systems better. 2.0, that's really stepping into something new, creating something that was not possible before. So 2.0, it enables new level of more autonomous, smarter, and what I call kind of holistic systems, where you go from these smart products toward product systems and even toward system of systems, where you have to put more, you have to be closer to your client, closer to the customer, understand their needs better, and provide something new that was not possible before with your existing products. So That's why IoT 2.0 is changing the rules of competition. You have to step further from your current business. Just quick example. I decided to use the smart building concept at this point because there are a lot of companies working in a building. So there, let's say that there is company A, B, and C selling services, products to the company. Let's say that A is the elevator company. B is the company making the building technology, the air conditioning system, and so on. And C, it could be a service company like electricity company, service company, providing services to the building. As you know, they are all in the 1.0 IoT business at the moment, or at least most of them. So they already provide services that improve their current systems, like KONE has their e-link system, providing information from the elevator usage. There are different systems, predictive systems, to help the air conditioning systems work even better, and electricity company have their own dashboards for the building owner. And they are not, at this point, they are not much actually in competition. They all come from different backgrounds, and they don't think themselves as a direct competitors. But when we enter IoT 2.0, all of them, they start to think that actually I have really important data about this building. I am important, I have a direct connection to the customer, and I want to expand this. Actually, the lighting company who designs the lights, they are realizing, and actually they can track people, so they are in the people flow business. And actually that's exactly what the KONE is. They know how people move in the company. And the electricity business, they have the same thing. They have a lot of data in there. And at this point, you know, they all start to battle from the same resources. Who can gain most data? Who can build the most valuable system from their data? And of course, in this battle, the old methods are not working anymore, because you have to start building these platforms, ecosystems. You have limited resources for the customers to use different services, user interfaces, and so on. And this is happening in all the businesses. It's the industry 4.0. Even if you are doing IoT for your internal things, if you are optimizing your current processes, it's still a valid case. You have to provide more value for your internal customers. Transportation, really complicated digital value chains already in there. And of course, the consumer business is really complicated. It's already stepping into the 2.0 era. So why IoT 2.0? Customers, they have limited amount of resources to use in these services, user interfaces. They have limited amount of competence, time to learn these, limited amounts of money. So IoT 2.0 will win over 1.0 because it provides better value for the customer. IoT 2.0, it's putting, in this case, you are closer to the business. It's higher in the abstraction level. You are really solving the problems of your customers. And is it happening? Yeah, definitely. I did rough calculation with my current customers, and about 40% are stepping into the next generation phase, stepping into the what I call 2.0 phase, and building these services that were not possible by just improving your current products. Common challenges, what you will quite likely encounter in this transition phase if you decide or have decided to push further into the 2.0 era. It requires new value propositions for your customers. You are not improving your old ones, or if you are taking bigger leap further. So you have to really rethink your value proposition for your customers, or at least go through your old ones and maybe develop them further to fit into this new digital era of competition. Focus and resources are on first generation services. That's what I quite often see, that yeah, you can't skip it. You can't just decide that I am in 2.0, I will make these smart systems without really having the technology for that. You have to, of course, have something connected, you need to have the sensors, but in this point it's quite big risk to really get stuck into that phase, that thinking that I will put all my resources to connecting my products or connecting my internal processes, and it will take for sure a lot of resources, but it's really easy to forget that actually this is not the aim, this is not the goal, there is one step further. It will definitely open up new technology and business landscape. You have to learn, you have to step into new areas. You are leaving your comfort zone with your current products, and no doubt you have a lot of new technology to understand and also a lot of this new business landscape to understand. Your competition is coming from different directions in this maturity phase. Some simple tools how we are tackling these problems, nothing new thing, but tools that actually are quite easy to forget this point, because the progression is not linear. When you go from 1.0 to 2.0, you have to take few bigger leaps, and it's really easy to get lost to the improvement phase. Start to think that we are developing from our existing place where we are now, from our existing products, from inside out. But what we see as a really important method, it's really from outside in, because the company, even in IoT 2.0, who understands their customers best to really what problems they want to solve, will also win in the IoT 2.0. So you have to take the step from the improvement from your current place to really focus on the customer and start working outside in, and for a moment forget where you are at the moment and find your way from outside in. Of course, really important is what I call digital value chain. You have put probably a lot of effort, a lot of years building the physical value chain. You have subcontractors, you have partners in the physical world, and you are not going to survive without your new partners in the digital world. So put a lot of effort understanding your place in the digital world, in the digital value chain. You are not able to do it by yourself in the digital world. You need your partners, your subcontractors, as much as you need them in the physical world. For example, this is a company like Philips with their Hue lamps. They are not able to do it by themselves. I calculated that in the value chain in my home, when I use the third-party switch to turn on the Philips light, it actually goes through 5 different partners in that digital value chain, and that is the system that provides the value for me. I'm using the Apple HomeKit. There's IFTTT system, making it more smarter, and that it's the whole thing that it's valuable for me. And Philips understand their position in that value chain. So think about what is your place in the digital world. How much can you handle by yourself? It might be a surprise that actually you are much more valuable when you know your position in the value chain and really find your right partners to build something bigger than what you can only provide. Okay, this is one of the challenges, and you will definitely encounter this if you are successful. I call it the paradox of connectivity that when you do a really good job, you find something really valuable for your customers with a lot of business potential, then you are in big trouble, because the best solution is the most vulnerable when you're in the connected world. Then you have designed something that is business critical for your partner, they evaluate it much, but when we talk about connectivity, the connectivity, no doubt, it will break down at some point. And you have to start thinking how to live into that kind of world where the connectivity is business critical. And this one is about technology. Of course, it's about rethinking your technology, your architecture. Is it built for IoT 1.0, or is it mature enough to really withstand the pressure of 2.0? So I'm talking about edge computing, fog computing, even better. Fog computing is about smart products, so they can handle the situation where the connectivity is down for a moment, or edge computing, that is this on-site computing. So you might have reconsider your architecture if you have built your system for the demands of 1.0 for the smart products, because they are not that valuable usually. If you have dashboard for your smart products, your customers are going to live without it hours, minutes, in many cases even months. So when you are more valuable, closer to the customer, you have to build your systems, you have to design your technical system for that. Again, something that is, of course, not new thing, but comes into high value when you mature further in the IoT. Is your organization made for improvement? Is it optimized for the current situation, or is it able to create? In IoT 1.0, this is what your process looks like, something like this. It's about research, define, design, test, iterate, and execute. Roughly something like this. But when we enter the IoT 2.0, it becomes like this, because there is always a lot of exploration, high uncertainty. Do you have your culture? Do you have your processes that support that? Because no doubt you have to accept the risk. You are not going to be successful with the first time. Are you using your resources in a balanced way between the exploration, between the execution? How are you testing your hypotheses? You have to test them as early as possible to kill the initiatives that are not going to make business for you. You have to build your processes around that kind of new culture. You have to embrace skill development. You need a lot of new skills from the technology side, for the customer side. And you are not going to have enough resources to execute all of them. So learn and explore and try to find the right balance between the little bit chaotic creation part to support that, and at the same time balance between the efficiency of using your resources and keeping your goal. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tapio. Perfect timing. We are right on time to continue with the schedule. Just a quick thing. If you could give one advice: learn and explore. What would it be?
Yeah, definitely about the customers. Do you really understand your customers? There are quite often there are actually surprises that come to that we know our customers, but when we really dig deeper, really go into their daily lives and start investigating that, actually quite often there are the moments that actually we have to be little bit better at this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.